It was like Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, probably eventually Caitlin Clark, where it's like individual people make an entire country.
In the pantheon of sports, there are moments when an athlete doesn't just play the game. They rewrite its rules, reshape its culture, and redefine its future. Michael Jordan did it. Tiger Woods did it. Wayne Gretzky did it. And now in 2025, Caitlin Clark is doing it. This isn't just about a basketball player having a good rookie season. This is about a 23-year-old supernova who's shaking the foundations of the WNBA, rewriting the endorsement playbook, and drawing comparisons to the most iconic figures in sports history. On our YouTube channel, we're diving deep into why Caitlin Clark's latest move, a groundbreaking partnership that echoes Michael Jordan's legendary deals, has the sports world buzzing, WNBA veterans rattled, and fans clamoring for more.
Tune into their sport.
1,000%.
Like, hockey was never bigger than when Wayne Gretzky was playing it, and it was ridiculous how much it grew the sport.
Tiger Woods.
Stick with us, because by the end, we'll reveal the jaw-dropping stat that ties Clark to Jordan in a way no one saw coming, and we'll share the words from his airness himself that sealed her place in basketball lore. The dawn of the Caitlin Clark era lets set the stage. Imagine a world where a single athlete's name carries so much weight that it can sell out products before they even hit the shelves. That was Michael Jordan in the 1980s and 1990s. Slap his name on a pair of sneakers, a basketball, or even a bottle of cologne, and it was gone faster than you could say slam dunk. Fast forward to today, and Caitlin Clark is channeling that same magic. She's not just a basketball player. She's a cultural force, a one-woman economic engine who's turning the WNBA into must-watch television and making brands rethink how they approach women's sports. Clark's rise isn't just about her on-court brilliance, though, make no mistake, she's a walking highlight reel.
Caitlin Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael Jordan.
It's about her ability to transcend the game, to pull in fans who've never watched a WNBA game, to make arenas feel like rock concerts, and to land deals that have industry insiders whispering, "This hasn't happened since MJ." Her latest move? A partnership with Wilson Sporting Goods, the official ball provider for both the NBA and WNBA. That's being hailed as the most significant basketball collaboration since Jordan teamed up with Nike in 1984. And just like that iconic swoosh deal, Clark's partnership is rewriting history, this time with a woman leading the charge.
Her the first athlete since Michael Jordan to get their own signature basketball from Wilson. She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball from Wilson.
The Wilson deal, a game changer, let's break it down. Wilson didn't just sign Caitlin Clark to a standard endorsement deal. They made her the first female athlete since Michael Jordan to have her own signature basketball collection. That's not a typo. The last time Wilson gave an athlete this kind of platform was when Jordan was redefining the NBA. Now Clark's name is etched alongside his in the Marketing Hall of Fame, and the sports world is taking notice.
Calling all Caitlin Clark fans, 2 new limited edition basketballs are now available at select Hy-Vee stores. The designs are part of the Inspire series that Clark is doing in partnership with Wilson Sporting Goods. The tribute.
These aren't your average gym class basketballs. We're talking sleek collector's edition masterpieces, white and gold, with laser-etched designs that celebrate Clark's meteoric rise. There's the Threes Up ball, a tribute to her jaw-dropping logo range shooting that leaves defenders grasping at air. The Record Breaker ball honors her ability to shatter stat sheets like they're made of glass. And then there's the Crowd Maestro, a nod to her knack for turning every arena into a fever-pitched spectacle, where fans hang on her every move like she's conducting a symphony. These balls aren't just equipment. They're cultural artifacts, symbols of a new era in basketball, and the demand? It's unlike anything Wilson has ever seen. When the collection dropped, tens of thousands of these limited edition balls sold out in under 40 minutes. That's right, 40 minutes. For context, that's faster than most iPhone launches or hyped-up sneaker drops. It's the kind of frenzy you'd expect from a Travis Scott album release or a Supreme collab, not a basketball collection. Wilson's servers were practically begging for mercy as fans scrambled to get their hands on a piece of Clark's legacy.
The ball pays homage to Clark's time within the Iowa women's basketball team, and the Dreamer Ball is designed to encourage athletes to pursue their dreams. Both are available in sizes 3 and 6 at select Hy-Vee locations.
But Clark didn't stop there. She doubled down with another collection, this time partnering with Hy-Vee, a Midwest grocery chain that's about as far from the sneaker world as you can get. Yet somehow, Clark made it work. The Inspire series includes 2 new limited edition basketballs: the Tribute Ball, which celebrates her time with the Iowa Hawkeyes, and the Dreamer Ball, designed to inspire young athletes to chase their ambitions. Available in sizes 3 and 6 at select Hy-Vee stores, these balls sold out almost as fast as the Wilson Originals. A supermarket chain selling out basketballs like they're rare Jordans? That's the Caitlin Clark effect in full force. Why this matters. A cultural shift. Amanda Lamb, Wilson's head of global brand, put it best. Caitlin Clark is not just a record-setting athlete, she's a cultural icon. That's not corporate jargon, that's the truth. Clark isn't just signing deals. She's reshaping the way brands approach women's sports. Wilson isn't treating her as a one-off promotional figure.
You take into stock the fact that outside of Kevin Durant, aging superstar, LeBron James, 40 years old, and Steph Curry, there's not a single NBA player.
Let's not sugarcoat it. Caitlin Clark's rise hasn't been universally celebrated. While fans and brands are falling over themselves to crown her the next big thing, some WNBA veterans are watching from the sidelines with arms crossed and jaws clenched. Why? Because Clark's success is exposing fault lines in the league that have been ignored for years. The WNBA has always prided itself on its unity and resilience. For decades, players fought tooth and nail to build a league that was often overlooked by mainstream media and sponsors. They played for modest salaries, endured subpar travel conditions, and begged for scraps of attention from networks more interested in men's sports. Then along comes Caitlin Clark, a rookie who flips the script overnight. Suddenly, arenas are sold out, TV ratings are through the roof, and brands are throwing money at her like she's the second coming of LeBron James. To some veterans, it feels like she skipped the line. The tension isn't just in the subtext of cryptic Instagram stories or passive-aggressive tweets, it's showing up on the court. Some players have gone after Clark with an extra edge, as if they're trying to prove a point. There's been chest-to-chest confrontations, hard fouls, and moments that feel more personal than competitive. It's not just about basketball, it's about what Clark represents. She's got the deals, the fame, and the spotlight that many veterans spent their careers chasing, and she's doing it with a smile that seems effortless. Take Cheryl Swoops, for example.
We knew Caitlin Clark was marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names. In fact, some worldwide, huge, international names. 2 of them being Messi and Ronaldo.
A WNBA legend with a resume that includes 4 championships and 3 MVP awards, Swoops has been vocal about Clark's hype. She's argued that the attention Clark gets overshadows other players who've been grinding for years, and she's not alone. Players like Dejounte Carrington have raised eyebrows with pointed comments about Clark's popularity, questioning whether it's earned or manufactured. These criticisms aren't entirely baseless. Clark's meteoric rise has coincided with a media landscape that's more eager to amplify a young, white superstar than it was for the black women who built the league. But directing that frustration at Clark misses the mark. She didn't create the system, she's just navigating it better than anyone else.
For Caitlin Clark, on a worldwide marketability list for athletes, to be ahead of both Messi and Ronaldo is quite impressive. Steph Curry is behind her on the list.
Charles Barkley, never one to mince words, called out the jealousy directly. "These ladies cannot have this Caitlin Clark thing up any worse if they tried," he said on a recent broadcast. Barkley's point is blunt but undeniable. Clark's success should be a rising tide that lifts all boats, not a reason for division. By highlighting the WNBA's potential, she's creating opportunities for everyone. The question is whether the league's old guard can embrace that, or if they'll keep clutching their grudges while the game passes them by. The numbers don't lie. If you want to understand why Clark is causing such a stir, just look at the numbers. Her WNBA games are averaging 18 million viewers, 3 times the league's average. That's not a typo. A single rookie is tripling the WNBA's audience, and she's doing it in an era when attention is harder to capture than ever. Social media clips of her no-look passes and logo threes go viral every week. Arenas that used to sit half-empty are now packed to the rafters. And it's not just basketball fans tuning in. Clark is pulling in viewers who didn't know the WNBA existed a year ago. Her marketability is off the charts. According to industry analysts, Clark is the 4th most marketable athlete in the world. Not just in the WNBA, not just in basketball, but in all of sports.
The idea of some players being jealous, yes, that probably exists. To me, yeah, jealous, sure. I mean, would you be jealous of somebody that got $28 million a shoe deal or whatever the deal is?
She's ahead of global icons like Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, not to mention NBA stars like Stephen Curry. Gen Z sees her as their idol, a sharp-shooting superhero with a social media savvy that makes her feel like a friend. Boomers compare her to Larry Bird, marveling at her court vision and clutch gene. Middle America, the heartland that fuels college basketball's obsession, has adopted her as their own, scheduling their lives around Indiana Fever games like it's the NFL. And then there's the money. Clark's WNBA salary is $7,600, a modest figure that highlights the league's ongoing pay gap. But off the court, she's projected to have earned over $11 million in endorsements in the past year alone. That's not just a paycheck, that's a paradigm shift. Her deals with Wilson, Hy-Vee, and other brands are forcing the WNBA to confront its own shortcomings. For years, the league struggled to secure major sponsorships and national TV slots. Clark's arrival has changed the conversation. Suddenly, a multi-million-dollar WNBA player isn't a pipe dream, it's a headline. Michael Jordan's seal of approval. Just when you thought the Caitlin Clark hype couldn't get any bigger, a voice stepped forward to put everything into perspective. Not just any voice, the voice. Michael Jordan, the undisputed GOAT, the man whose silhouette is synonymous with basketball greatness, publicly endorsed